So they brought me in for commentary for this unsanctioned event, the GM Grandmasters event. Apparently, it's an invitation-only race. Basically, from what I understand, it's like a recruitment drive for the Nitro Knights. And the winner gets a brand new, oh, not a brand new, but a factory condition first-generation Corvette. And also are offered an opportunity to drive for the Nitro Knights by GM and Donnie Anderson themselves. I don't know why they brought me in for commentary. Surely GM could find somebody a little more qualified. I'm not even Chevrolet affiliated. I drive like 3 different flippin' Nissans and then a Dodge Viper. Oh, Riley Blanchard I think just bottomed out there. We saw a moment ago oh, she hit a wall. How did you hit that wall? This is about 2 days before the Challenge Series Grand Championships. God! I'm amazed that thing even still runs after that. That seemed like it should have been a fatal strike to that car. Yeah, I was given no context, no information other than like what the event is about and what's at stake here. Luckily I happen to know pretty much all of these names because he seems, you know, I suppose it makes sense. If he's recruiting for the Nitro Knights, every driver in the race is somebody who's already in the damn Challenge Series as it is. So... And then the Nitro Knights and the Urban Estate Racing Team drivers are also on the track. You know, like, we got Keith Kilgore and Dale Cruz running 10th and 11th. They started in the back of the field. They're just kind of filling the field more than anything. They, from what I understand, are ineligible for the first generation Corvette Grand Prize because they could just literally ask, as I understand it. Especially the Nitro Knights trio of, well, Anderson, Barbara, and John Casillas. Looking Cool has got a pretty good run on Vert Wheeler heading up the S's, but that's going to get blocked. I mean, they're paying me for this, I guess. I should probably try and commentate, you know? Like, why would I not do that? I was just kind of hoping to have, you know, have time to myself until the Grand Championship, but then comes good old Iowegian boy Anderson asking me about a quick opportunity to, you know, in his exact words, commentate a 12-minute race and earn 12 minutes worth of paycheck. Which I kind of found the wording funny. 12 minutes worth of paycheck in this economy really isn't much, I fear, but who knows. It's actually a 10-minute time limit on the race, kind of like our normal roulette races. However, I guess he said 12 minutes because I'm guessing just a lap ended pretty close to the end of the race, but didn't end after 10 minutes. So probably like, we started the final lap at like 9 minutes 40 seconds, I'm guessing. And top 6 are all basically in a train here. Ashley Akemi leads the pack, with John Garrison right behind. Rebecca Briggs, Kenneth Cutter, Bert Wheeler, and Logan Cool also in the mix. 7th place Aquilo Di Floco is kind of on an island right now. And then the leading representative of the Factory Team Alliance, Keith Kilgore, is hot on his trail. Logan Cool is making moves. He's gotten ahead of Bert Wheeler up the S's. Has a run on Cutter as well, but that's going to die out when he pulls out of the slipstream. The late lunge down the inside. Cutter took a very conservative entry, and Logan Cool seems to have preyed on that. Logan are trying to find a way ahead of Rebecca Briggs. Camaro versus Camaro, and then Corvette versus Corvette ahead of that. Harrison doesn't take a run at it. Nobody's really trying anything in these top 6 here. I feel like most of these guys are maybe trying to save their save their energy, I guess, for sort of crunch time. You know, those last couple of laps, the most important ones, as it were. DeFloco is basically the only thing keeping the actual like alliance drivers away, and then McIntosh isn't. Yeah, he's in the race. He's back in 18th though, so it's not been great for him. Bradley Hunter also having a bad time. Looks like Briggs is defending up the S's. Logan does not care. He makes a little bit of contact with his fellow Camaro driver, but he moves himself into the top 3. The key differences between this race and the Challenge Series, we might be looking at a pass for the lead here. Logan had to switch back as Garrison thought about a move on Akemi. Didn't go anywhere, and instead he gets around the C7 Corvette. He's going to go up the inside of the C6 for good measure. Better drive off the inside lane. Logan Cool into the race lead as we are a little ways past half distance. Being a NASCAR fan as Logan Cool is, I'm sure he is more than familiar with Watkins Glen, even if it is the full circuit and not just the short layout that NASCAR actually runs. But I know he runs GT stuff as like GT3, GT Endurance, that kind of thing, like IMSA. So I imagine he's probably familiar enough with both for it really not to matter. Garrison still, he took second away when Logan Cool slipped through ahead of Akemi to take the race lead. He threw them both offline to do so, and Garrison clearly took advantage. These top 6 cars all still in that same train. And DeFloco is still holding back the 3 lead factory support drivers. They don't necessarily matter though. You have to kind of remember that. They don't actually count towards the grand scheme of things. They're just there. They're there to gauge the other drivers. They're there to, fill the field, and they're just kind of there to do their own thing. Drivers that are not, only the drivers not on one of those 2 teams can receive the first-gen Corvette, or the contract offer. Mind you, if that contract offer went to a driver who's already on a team, like, say at the moment, Rebecca Briggs on Blue Strata, I imagine that would probably fall a bit on deaf ears. I don't think they'd be interested in leaving the team that they are currently on, more than likely. Briggs is particularly loyal to Blue Strata, as much as that team doesn't really run too many races. The big Briggs gets down the inside of Akemi into the third to last turn, exiting the boot. Gets into third. And Kenneth Cutter is looking to do the same exact thing on a car that looks strikingly similar to his. I've never actually noticed that before. They've never really been on the track near each other for me to notice that Akemi and Cutter's cars have the same color scheme and are the same vehicle, C6 Corvette. That is slightly awkward, and I'm kind of glad they don't really race against each other too often in the Challenge Series. At least not up to this point. I find it interesting that despite being behind DeFloco, Barbara Page has still run the fastest lap of this race. To have the hot hand among the top 6 right now. She's got a bit of momentum after passing Akemi, and she is chasing down that very, very patriotic side of the Gen Vet. It is funny that it's the GM Grandmasters, but I think there's literally one Pontiac in this race, and that is the Floatless Firebird. And even that has a Corvette engine in it. Rebecca's gonna go down the inside of Garrison. Oh, she's going for everything. She's getting a little desperate. Logan was not aware she was there. Gets turned in on. But she still clears the red Camaro. Coke versus Pepsi. And yeah, he's having none of that. Logan shoves Rebecca back out wide. Not liking the way he was overtaken. But basically being dive-bombed from several car lengths back. The 6 cars are still basically 2x2 as we head out of the final turn, but Logan Cool is going to cross the line victorious. Rebecca hangs on to second in a drag race over John Garrison. And Akemi's momentum took her ahead of both of them on the cooldown lap. And they're still racing as they're trying to slow their cars down. And that is it for the GM Grandmasters event. Logan Cool is your winner here from Watkins Glen.